Max Steiner was born in Vienna, Austria, and he was trained as a musician there. And then he started to conduct and compose operettas and musical theater. And when World War I came, he emigrated to the United States, where he ended up on Broadway and worked with composers like George Gershwin and Jerome Kern. And then he was called to Hollywood to orchestrate some music for some musicals they were doing in the early days of Hollywood sound films. That was, I think, in 1927, and from there until the 60s, he was a permanent Hollywood composer. He's known as the father of film composers, or the dean of film composers, because of his very important role in early films. And he also composed some of the earliest wall-to-wall film scores, music from beginning to end, and composed some of the first underscoring. Some would say the first film score masterpiece would be his score for King Kong. And his music was the model that film composers in Hollywood looked to during the classic Hollywood years. Reading through his scores and seeing all the notes that he writes to his orchestrators and all the funny things that are in the scores has just been really enjoyable. There's a lot of clever side notes that you can read in between the notes on the page. If you want to get to know more about Max Steiner, we of course have his film scores in special collections. There's a lot of recordings you can check out or movies you can check out at the library, and also you can talk to scholars like myself.